Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Saima Rashid. Today I am presenting the tutorial on differential leukocyte count. As we all know, blood is composed of two components, the fluid portion and the form elements. The fluid portion is made up of plasma, which comprises of 46 to 63% of the whole blood. There is a buffy coat, and this buffy coat is made up of less than 1% of the whole blood and comprises of platelets and white blood cell. The rest is made up of red blood cells or the erythrocytes, which are about 99% of the whole blood. Now if we go on for the hematological test, there is a series of multiple blood tests which are helpful in diagnosing different blood disorders and are useful in differentiating different types of anemias. These tests are complete blood count, erythrocyte sedimentation rate, sickle cell screening, hemoglobin electrophoresis, ferritin, iron, total iron binding capacity, and transferrin. Now this slide is showing the normal ranges of the different components of the blood. As we can all see, this is the white blood cells, WBCs, having a normal range of 4.8 to 10.8 into the 10 to the power 3 per microliter. These are the RBC erythrocytes in male. The range is between 4.7 to 6.1 into 10 to the power 6 per microliter, whereas in female it is 4.2 to 5.4 into 10 to the power 6 per microliter. In case of hemoglobin, the male ranges 14 to 18 gram per deciliter, whereas in case of females, the hemoglobin ranges between 12 to 18 gram per deciliter. Then comes the hematocrit. This hematocrit is in case of males it is 42 to 52%, whereas in case of female it is 37 to 47%. Then comes mean corpuscular volume. The normal range of mean corpuscular volume is 80 to 100 femtoliter. Mean corpuscular hemoglobin, it is 27 to 31 picogram. In case of mean corpuscular hemoglobin concentration, it is 32 to 36%. The platelets are in a normal range of 150,000 to 350,000 per microliter. The retic count is 0.5 to 2%. You should know all the normal ranges of these components along with their units. Now, if we talk about the differential leukocyte count, first of all, we should know the different leukocytes and their differentiation. So, different leukocytes are neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, lymphocytes, and monocytes. These leukocytes or WBCs or white blood cells may be classified on the basis of the granular appearance, as they are further divided as agranular leukocytes and granular leukocytes. Agranular leukocytes are the cells that does not contain any granules in their cytoplasm, as does the monocytes and lymphocytes. They are being termed as agranulocytes because there is absence of granules in the cytoplasm. Whereas the basophils, neutrophils, eosinophils are termed as the granular leukocytes because they are having granules in their cytoplasm. This is the microscopic picture of the different leukocytes. As you all can appreciate, these are the neutrophils, these are the monocytes, these are the lymphocytes, and these all red rounded particles are the erythrocytes, and we can appreciate it under the microscope. This blood film can be seen or appreciated under the microscope. Now, These 5 types of white blood cells or leukocytes may be further differentiated on the basis of morphology of the nucleus of the leukocytes, or they may be differentiated on the basis of the staining properties of the granules that are present in the cytoplasm of the granules. Now, if we talk about the differentiation on the basis of the staining properties, there are 2 types of staining dyes, eosin and the methylene blue. The eosin, this dye is acidic and stains the acidophilic material in the cell. Its color is red. Then comes the methylene blue. The dye is basic and stains the basophilic material in the cell. Its color is blue. Now, these 3 granular types of leukocytes will be described as follows, that their count is 50 to 70, that is the neutrophilic count in a cell is about 50 to 70. The nucleus is multilobed. Number of lobes varies from 2 to 6, but mostly number of lobes is 3 to 4. Neutrophils have the granules which are neutral in this character and accept the color of both eosin and methylene blue and are visible as reddish blue granules. These neutrophils are markedly increased in acute infections, in acute appendicitis, rheumatic fever, chicken pox, some specific type of hemorrhages, whereas the physiological neutrophilia may be occur or may be seen after exercise. Then comes the eosinophils. Their nucleus is either bilobed or S-shaped. Their count is 2 to 4%. Eosinophils have fine granules which accept the color of eosin. That is why they have been named as eosinophils, that is eosin loving. They appear as red or pink in color, and their clinical significance is that they are being markedly increased due to the parasitic infections such as trichomoniasis, psoriasis, bronchial asthma and hay fever. Then comes the basophils. Basophils have a nucleus which is bilobed. Their count is less than 1%. Basophils have dense granules, less in number than eosinophils, and they accept the color of basic dye, that is methylene blue. That is why they have been named as basophils, that is basic dye loving. They appear blue in color and they are markedly increased in conditions like hemolytic anemia, chicken pox, measles. Then now comes the agranular leukocytes. The agranular leukocytes are being further divided into monocytes and lymphocytes. So, if we are going to discuss the agranular monocytes, monocytes have a kidney-shaped nucleus, a horseshoe-shaped nucleus, or sometimes round nucleus making a notch on one side of the cell. Their count is 2 to 8% and they are markedly increased in conditions like malaria and bacterial endocarditis and typhoid fever. Whereas lymphocytes have the nucleus which is mostly very large sometimes, filling all the space of the cells, and only a line of cytoplasm is visible on one side of the nucleus. Their count is 20 to 30% and they are markedly increased due to chronic infections such as syphilis, hepatitis, pernicious anemia and chronic influenza. Thank you. That was all about the differential leukocyte count. Please like and subscribe my video. Thank you.